everyone, this is HBLG 23. I'm Haley Brandon.
And I'm Brooke Marquez.
And we have your news for today.
Good morning, folks. Today we have a top story involving a missing person named Bottom. Bottom was last seen yesterday afternoon when he was with his cast practicing. We were told by Bottom's friend Snug that he probably went missing because he was embarrassed from being cursed with a donkey head. The cast of the play think he could be hiding somewhere in the forest or maybe even have run off with Titania. Bottom has a very important role in the play, and they really need him back. So if you have any information, please call 555-2511. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Hurricane Luke reporting on a very interesting topic. I'm doing a special on how many people read the book A Midsummer Night's Dream and fail to recognize how Shakespeare uses the weather as a key component. So I'm going to take a look at the week the whole book takes place, the week of the wedding between Theseus, Hippolyta, and the other lovers. During the whole time Demetrius and Hermia conspired against Aegeus, there was one thing that foreshadowed what was to come. There was a storm occurring when the two lovers fled Athens to the enchanted forest. A storm most notably resembles conflict to come, and after reading the book we can all agree this component is accurate. Furthermore, throughout the book there is a continuing feud between Oberon and Titania. There is also factual evidence explaining how the seasons are thrown off when the two fight. Hurricanes come, tornadoes thrash, earthquakes split, and many natural disasters occur. As the conflict is resolved and the wedding draws closer, the weather clears until the day of the wedding when there are no more storms and such. The good weather representing a hope and a new beginning, which is exactly what their marriage is supposed to imply. Everything worked out in the end. Weather is used often in not only Shakespeare but many forms of literature, and they often foreshadow future events. Thanks for tuning in to Hurricane Luke's top weather story of the week.
How have you adjusted to living with Titania?
I've adjusted to living with Titania pretty well. Titania is a great mother figure to me.
How do you get along with Oberon?
Well, he's tried to kidnap me a couple times already, and he argues with Titania a lot, but other than that, he's cool, I guess.
What do you think of the weather around town these days?
Well, it's a result of Titania and Oberon fighting. The seasons are always going out of swing when the two fight.
Fair enough. One last question. How would you feel if you were being raised by Oberon instead of Titania?
I wouldn't like it as much because Titania is more of a mother figure to me.
And there you have it, everyone. Back to Haley and Brooke in the studio.
Hello everyone. It has just been reported that there is a new love scandal involving Demetrius, Helena, Hermia, and Lysander. It all started with a small purple flower with a life-changing potion to it. According to our sources, this potion was created by Cupid's arrow. The arrow was shot and hit a white flower that turned purple because of the love powers. When this juice is squeezed onto someone's eyelids, they will fall in love with the first person they see. This can either lead to much romance or to much conflict. Unfortunately, an unknown person used this potion for the wrong reasons and caused major problems. This person placed the potion on both Demetrius and Lysander's eyelids, and they fell in love with the same person, Helena. At first, Helena thought it was all just a joke, and Hermia was heartbroken because Lysander no longer loved her. Eventually, it all worked out because the potion was reversed. Luckily, all problems worked out, and all couples were able to get married.
Thanks, Brooke and Haley, for the interesting stories. The strange but true story I have for you today involves two couples madly in love or just plain mad. The story was told to me by my good friend Theseus. Demetrius and Hermia were going to be wed by order of Hermia's father, but Hermia didn't love Demetrius, she loved Lysander. However, Hermia's best friend Helena did love Demetrius. Lysander and Hermia decided to run off to Athens together. Hermia tells her plan to Helena, who then promptly tells Demetrius. This causes all four teenagers to end up in the forest through the night. Now, the truly strange thing happens during the night. During the night, each of them have the same dream. Lysander and Demetrius both lose their love for Hermia and fall in love with Helena. Helena then thinks this is a joke. This is a joke being played to mock her. She gets upset and accuses Hermia of being in on it as well. Hermia doesn't understand what is going on and accuses Helena of stealing her man and attacks her. After a brief fight, Helena runs away, followed by Lysander and Demetrius. They fall asleep again, and when they awake from their dream, everything is back to normal, with the exception of Demetrius. He is suddenly in love with Helena. In my opinion, their dream was not a dream at all. Someone played a trick on them. It is impossible to know who or what played this trick, but my guess is fairies. Fairies often take advantage of humans for their own amusement. That's my guess, but who knows, it could have all been a dream. Now back to the studio with Haley and Brooke.
That was the news for today, folks.
Thanks for tuning in.
Have a great day.